Hello again, everyone. This is American Idioms, Part 38. This is the 38th video in my American Idiom series, and like the others, I'll present 5 idioms to you numbered 186 to 190. But first, I'll give you a chance to guess their meanings. Then I'll explain their meanings to you using additional examples to help you to understand them better. So, are you ready? Okay, here we go. Number 186, run amok. And the example is, I thought we would be able to finish our project before the deadline, but our whole operation ran amok with people quitting and with most of our computers breaking down. So we'll never complete it on time. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is A, to be chaotic, out of control, crazy, and that's what it means if something or someone runs amok. In our example, this is what's happening. They're trying to reach a deadline on time, and their whole operation was running amok. For example, the employees were quitting and their computers were breaking down, so everything was out of control. That's what it means to run amok. Here's another example. The cows ran amok last night, so the farmer and his family had to work most of the day cleaning everything up. In this case, the cows ran amok, meaning they were out of control. Maybe they broke out of their corral or wherever they were, and they probably destroyed everything. All right, so they were out of control, everything was chaotic, and that's what it means to run amok. And now for number 187, no such animal. And the example is, my grandmother wanted me to buy her a cassette tape player. So I told her that it would be very difficult because no such animal is made today. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is C, nothing like the thing mentioned exists. And that's what they're talking about here with cassette tape players. If you're as old as me, you might remember this is all we had before we had CDs. Cassette tape players were a big thing at the time, so the person's grandmother wanted one, but since they're outdated, they're not made anymore, we use the expression no such animal, right? Meaning that nothing like that exists today. So maybe they could buy one somewhere online, somewhere, some old one, but nothing like that exists today. Here's another example. Have you ever heard of an honest thief? Believe me, no such animal exists. I think this is pretty self-explanatory, where if the person's a thief, how can they be honest? They steal things. All right? So that's why no such animal exists. Nothing like this exists now. That's what they mean by no such animal. Got it? All right, number 187, cap off. And the example is, our manager capped off the meeting with some really good advice about how to reach our sales goals for the month. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is C, to finish or complete something, and that's what it means to cap something off or to cap off something. And in our example, the manager finished or completed the meeting with this good advice about how to reach their sales goals. All right? That's what it means to cap something off. Think about putting the cap back on a tube of toothpaste after you used it, right? You finish it off by putting the cap on. Here's another example. My wife capped off our dinner last night with a great homemade dessert. So in this case, the person's wife ended or completed their dinner the night before with a great dessert. Okay, that's what it means. And now for number 189, come apart at the seams. And the example is, I thought that this would be an easy project for us, but everything has been coming apart at the seams lately, so we'll never finish it on time. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is B, something that is approaching failure. Now, this idiom is similar to run amok, right? If things are running amok, things are going crazy or they're chaotic, and they probably aren't going to be able to be completed, right? They will fail. That's really what it means. The same thing here. This is kind of like that. It's similar where everything is falling apart or coming apart. And when this happens, you usually fail in whatever you're trying to do. Here's another example. The company seemed to be coming apart at the seams until the new CEO arrived, and now it's doing quite well. Well, in this example, the company they're talking about was coming apart at the seams. It seemed like it was going to fail. But when the new CEO arrived, whoever this person was did a really good job, and now the company is doing well, right? It's not coming apart at the seams. Got it? All right. Here's number 190, under the gun. And the example is, the city was under the gun to repair the bridge on Main Street before the rainy season set in. Can you guess the meaning? Did you guess C, to be under pressure to meet a deadline? If you did, you are correct. And that's what it means to be under the gun, to have a lot of pressure on you to do something or to complete something, usually before a deadline. And in our example, it's exactly what's happening here. The city was under pressure. They had to get this bridge repaired before the rainy season set in, because then it would probably be even more difficult of a problem to solve. All right, so they were under the gun. They were under pressure. Here's another example. Our boss is under the gun to get the new software product finished before next month. So in this case, their boss was under pressure to get this software product that they had to be finished before the next month, probably before the deadline. Got it? That's what it means. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for subscribing. And if you get a chance, please share the video. And do one more thing. Keep practicing. See you next time.